I went to Nashville a couple weeks ago for my best friend's wedding. It finally happened, and I thought I would do a follow-up because I have a video on how I eloped. And in the elopement video, I mentioned stuff like I never really wanted to have a wedding. It wasn't something I ever really dreamed about. The costs that come with a wedding weren't something I was interested in paying, etc., etc. And I thought being in this wedding would be a great experience for me to kind of see secondhand, like, what it could possibly be like. And do I regret not having a wedding? Do I now want to plan a wedding? And the final verdict is thank God I did not have a wedding. Thank God I do not have plans for a wedding. And this one experience was more than enough for me. So when we got there, I got to meet one of the groomsmen, and he was also married. Nico and I ended up sitting next to them at the rehearsal dinner. So we just got to talking, and we mentioned how we eloped. And they mentioned how they had a wedding in Aruba. Fancy, fancy. But they actually told us that if we weren't 100% positive that we wanted a wedding, to just not have it. It wasn't worth it. I know there's plenty of people out there who probably had a wedding and loved it, as well as people who had a wedding and then realized afterwards that they didn't really want it or needed it. But it was kind of a relief to actually meet somebody and talk to them in real time and hear from them how, looking back, they wouldn't have done it. The wife told me about her experience with the wedding planner, especially since it was a destination wedding. Her experience with the wedding planner was chaotic, and she realized at the end of the day, she just wanted the people she loved and cared about to celebrate with her, but like the wedding itself wasn't actually what she thought it was going to be. One of the other bridesmaids was also married, and her wedding was more recent, like last fall. So for her, I suppose you could say it was more fresh in her mind, whereas the groomsman and his wife, they got married a year ago. I didn't really talk to her about her wedding, but I can pretty confidently say, like, I'm like 95% confident that she wanted a wedding. So for her, I'm sure it would be a completely different story. Now, there were things that happened that possibly could have made this experience a little different than the typical wedding, but it's not my place to say. So something I didn't realize was that come day of, I didn't know how much sit around and wait it was gonna be. I don't know if that was just due to the circumstances at hand for us, or if that's how it is for a lot of other weddings. My best friend actually said that it is a lot of sit around and wait when she's been in other weddings. So this one time was more than enough for me. There were some things I enjoyed, like I did enjoy getting all glammed up, getting my hair and makeup done, because I don't know how to do makeup. I'm not a very good girl, okay? And I just told my makeup artist, like, you do what you think is best. You get full creative control, have fun with it, just make sure I look presentable. And she did a great job. I was actually very impressed with my hair because my hair tends to take a lot to stay put, and I was very impressed. But because I was the first person to get my hair and makeup done, that meant I got to spend the longest time with my hair and makeup done. And it meant having my hair and makeup done and doing nothing, which I did not expect or know to expect. I didn't realize how much time goes into like the photos before and after the ceremony. And it was a beautiful day, but it was windy, so it was a bit chilly being in a dress outside. It was just a lot of sit around and wait. And I'm the kind of person where I felt like I needed to be doing something, to be contributing, to be helping out, and no one could give me a task, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. Part of me felt bad because I was like, I should be doing something. What can I do to help? And then the other part of me is like, I don't want to overstep. I don't want to mess up anything. I don't want to be late somewhere because I'm busy doing something. So I was very much in limbo. Would I do this whole experience again? Maybe not have a wedding of my own, but would I choose to be in a wedding again? It would have to be someone very, very special to me. Like, this was for my best friend, and I flat out told her, it was just like, I did this because it was for you. Honestly, I don't know if I would do it again. Once was pretty plenty enough for me. I think I would rather just be a guest in the future. Nico and I actually ended up leaving the reception a little bit early. It had just been a tiring day. The venue was beautiful. We decided to go back to our room because we stayed on site and changed clothes. And then we just went for a walk and we just did several laps around this really pretty pond. I don't really know where I got this expectation from. I mean, I do. It's probably from TV, books, social media, like seeing it everywhere. I guess I kind of thought there was going to be more to the wedding, or at least like I would be doing more. Um, I just expected it to be really, really busy. There was just a lot of downtime that I wasn't anticipating, so I just really didn't know what to do with myself. I thought I was going to be hustling and bustling all day. That's just what I was anticipating for some reason. I don't really know where I got that image from, but I just thought that's what a wedding was going to be. I will say there is a small part of me that is glad that I don't regret not having a wedding. That I don't regret. Yeah, that I don't regret having, that I don't regret not having a wedding because it would be costly. We just bought a house, so it's not like we have any extra funds at the moment to be planning for a wedding. But thankfully, me and Nico talked and we both agreed that like this was good enough for us. This was more than enough of a wedding experience for us, and we are happy with our decision to have eloped, and that was that. Again, I think if you actually want a wedding, if you've dreamt of a wedding all your life or all of your adult life, teenage life, then by all means have the wedding. This is definitely an experience where you need to want it in order to fully enjoy it. Like I said, I have never dreamt of a wedding. I never dreamt of myself picking out a dress or doing all the hair and makeup and the bridesmaids and stuff like that. I don't even know if I have enough friends to have bridesmaids, okay? There's like maybe 3 people I can think of that I would ask to be my bridesmaid, and that's being generous. Someone recently told me on Instagram that there are services out there where you can rent a bridesmaid, and I'm sure there's one for the groomsmen, but that people also go on Bumble just trying to match with people randomly to ask them to be their bridesmaids so that they can have like more bridesmaids and have like this extremely large wedding party. Like, did you know that was a thing? People are crazy. I'm telling you, people are crazy. I did not know people did that. And the fact that people will say yes, how do you know they're not like an axe murderer just like looking for their next victim? I'm just saying. The trip itself to Nashville was all right. All it really did was verify that I am not a city girl. We spent one day in Nashville and it was all right. We did touristy things. And then the next day we actually went to a, we went to a town about an hour away, which is closer to the wedding venue anyways, and I had way more fun there, to be honest, than I did in Nashville. But I'm not a city girl, so it's not really a surprise to me. This video was originally supposed to be a vlog. I was trying to get footage of stuff we were doing in Nashville and the wedding and try to make a vlog and then do like the follow-up at the end or something about whether or not I changed my mind about wanting a wedding or not. But first of all, vlogs are so hard, and after my last attempt, like honestly, I don't know if I ever want to make another vlog. I didn't actually get any footage from the wedding, so that's part of the reason why I decided to scrap that idea. Part of it was also because again, there was a lot going on at the wedding and it's not really my place to say anything. So I'm actually glad I didn't do the vlog because that would be a lot of work. And like I said, we just bought a house. It's a fixer-upper. It is next door. I have a shit ton of footage for that to go through and work on for Nico's channel. So that is going to take a lot of my time. I am going to have to really manage my time better so that I can continue posting here. I think I have my next few video ideas lined up. I just got to script it all out, film and edit, of course, which means like balancing everything. If you are interested in looking at our new house, I will post the link to the house tour in the comments below. I am thinking actually about posting my house tour that I had posted on Instagram stories as a video because if you look at the differences between my house tour and Nico's house tour, it's like one is very proper and formal and one is not. But I guess that's it for now. See you in the next video.